Hello, welcome, and thank you so much for being here. I hope you're having a beautiful day or evening. We're going to do a timeless collective reading. Whenever this reading finds you, it's the right time. Keep in mind, it is a general reading. See which messages resonate for you and hopefully bring some clarity to whatever you're wondering. And remember, that divine inner guidance is in you. Try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition, so your decisions are sound and based in love and for the highest, greatest good of everyone. So we're all uplifted in love. Let's begin. We're going to start with the heart's hidden secrets today. Let's see what God's source, Holy Spirit, Christ consciousness, our higher selves, angels and energies of love have for the highest, greatest good of all. Opening message, please, and thank you. Return. So some of you are going to have somebody returning into your life. This is another opportunity. There is somebody who wants to come clean, make amends, fix a situation, have clarity, have a conversation, reshape something that got misshapen before or misconstrued in the past. Clarity on this return. When I see that card, all I can think of is Unchained Melody by the Righteous Brothers, because I think of that scene in Ghost. Maybe somebody ghosted you, or you ghosted someone else, or there was a lot of distance or only peaks of communication. Clarity on return, please, and thank you. Maybe somebody has been hoping for this return for a while. You or the other person or both of you, thinking about how to pave the way, create an opportunity, shine some light on a situation, because I always feel like those sunflowers follow the sun. This is where you or someone else is actually manifesting a return of somebody, another chance. This is staying on your path in the meantime, but expecting the best, remaining in that energy of faith. Maybe something had to be worked out, changes had to be made first in your life and someone else's life. What is another message on second chance, opportunity, making amends, expecting, faith, manifesting, hoping, and return? Please and thank you. Possibilities. You have a lot of light energy that wants to come back in here. I feel like maybe somebody had to gain the elevated perspective on something, see the landscape in a different way. This is where there could have been, a leap of faith. Somebody had to be willing and have the strength to take a risk on something, take a chance, step up to bat. This is also the energy where it feels really new, I hear natural, but it's where somebody wants to have an energy of expansion and adventure. It kind of feels very free. It does feel like maybe having some clarity or reconnecting will lighten your energy up. I feel like the knock is worth the risk. If nobody answers behind the door, it's not the right time, but I feel like somebody's going to be knocking on your door, like knock, knock. Who's there? I don't know why I just heard a knock, knock joke. Free-spirited. It could be that somebody wants more freedom in their life. I feel like there might be a vacation here between you and someone else. So maybe getting away is the answer if it's always where you're constrained or even really stressed out by things that go on in the everyday. Maybe it's getting out of the everyday situation and going somewhere different, or even just a really fun activity that I hear it renews something. So let's get another one. What is another message on return, hoping, and possibilities? Please and thank you. escaping. Yeah, some of you need to get away, get out of the everyday grind. I do feel like if this isn't with a certain person, maybe this is something that you can do. Take yourself out of a stressful situation, do something where you feel lighthearted and free, where, I don't know, this overall energy will like restore your batteries or like liven up your heart. I feel like some of you need to do something where you are having so much fun that it's a great story to tell. Like you want to tell others. So maybe it's just doing that thing that you've been thinking about. This could also be looked at on the other side of the coin, where if you were blocked by someone or had to block someone, it could be that somebody was trying to escape a situation. If you felt like, you know, somebody was pushing away, I feel like you having that energy of release and freedom gives more room and clarity for someone to think about something, have some self-reflection, and figure out how, why, when, and where they are going to come back into your life. So this could be where you are now or in the past dealing with someone who was kind of avoiding a conversation, or an avoidant, somebody who would rather not face a situation because that feels like it is harder than just addressing something. But I feel like that avoidance actually creates a lot of misconstrued energy within someone, where it's actually more uncomfortable as they're trying to get that freedom, because it's now blocking their energy rather than just putting everything out on the table and addressing something so there is clarity. So let's go to something totally different. I kind of want to do this wisdom of the oracle. Let's get a little more clarity on escaping but returning, possibilities, and hoping. Please and thank you. I am getting with the possibilities that there is a leap of faith involved here, on your part or on someone else's part. It's taking a chance, but I'm seeing that the chance is worth the risk. So let's get a little more clarity from the wisdom of the oracle. Maybe this is something that was in and out. Maybe this isn't the first time somebody will be returning or was running or trying to escape. This could be, somebody that kind of always comes back, or you always come back together. This feels like a never-ending story, like a cycle just keeps going around. So if there's a round and around, but never quite getting anywhere sort of situation, in order to get somewhere, I do feel like somebody has to stand up and leap off of that podium. Explore new territory, but I'm not getting that that's necessarily outside of themselves. I feel like maybe it's exploring different facets within that maybe weren't addressed, or maybe it's within a partnership. Never-ending story. It's like that hourglass is like it runs on empty, and then it's turned around and it's full again, and then the time goes through and then it's empty again. So let's get another message. That's number 37. So if this is a situation in your life, you know what this is. If it feels like a never-ending story, I don't think it's about the story having an ending, or maybe it does need an ending. Maybe this is all about closure for some of you, so you can get into a brand new, beautiful story where it restores your hope. It has this energy of freedom and adventure, and it's something different that you are manifesting. If this is something that you know is remaining in your life or coming back around for a reason, then it's about changing something, so at least the next cycle is not a repeat on the last one. What is another message on never-ending story? Milk and honey. Maybe it's honey on the wound instead of rubbing salt in. Maybe somebody was sort of salty about something. A sourpuss, because I see how the milk can go sour, but how the honey will never ever expire. This rainbow is a beautiful light. It just feels like, it does feel like hope after the storm. It does feel like it's like a big pot, the vase of gold at the end of the rainbow. It feels, if this is really beautiful. I am getting that maybe it's a dinner, a picnic, a lunch, a breakfast, a date, something like that. Maybe you discuss something over food. I do feel like this cute little elephant did dive on in. So maybe it's diving into emotions, but really bathing in those emotions actually brings a sweet, everlasting energy. Maybe if something was left alone too long, that's where something went sour. So let's get another one. Clarity on milk and honey, please and thank you. Time for a nap. So maybe something did need a little breakaroo. Maybe somebody was running on empty. Maybe this was a draining situation that kept going around and around and around, and it had to hit the off button for a little while so that somebody could restore their battery. Maybe you actually need a nap, or somebody else is kind of grumpy or a little stressed out and a nap is beneficial. I'm getting that it's just kind of a break sort of energy, but not a forever. A nap isn't that long of a time span. I am getting that this is more of a cat nap. It's actually a little fox here. Actually, a fox is a very positive omen of good luck coming to you if you see a fox. Maybe somebody is also getting a wake-up call very soon. I just hear rise in Adam. I feel like if somebody is waking up, they're not groggy anymore. So let's get one more, since we got 4 from the other one. One more message on Never Ending Story. Time for a nap. Milk and honey. And then you have co-create. I looked at this, so we'll take that too. It's also time to go. I feel like that's a up and Adam. Somebody is going to know when it's the right time. Time to leave a situation or time to head towards the right situation. I do feel like there's a leap of faith at the end of that dock. Diving on in, head first. There is also a doorway here. So maybe it's walking through a doorway. Time to go. So if some of you feel like that never-ending story is not the right story any longer for you, then it's time to create some closure. Put something to rest and make some changes, because I feel like this is where you're going to end up. So either this is a new situation for some of you, or this is coming back around and somebody knows it's time to go. Get off of the dock, get off of the fence, make a move, make a change, have that conversation, do something different, create a doorway, knock on that door, go through a portal. Getting a lot of energy because this is so beautiful. This is where you are going to be, working with this person that is so different than you. And it's the differences that collide and come together that make something so special and beautiful, unusual, that no one but you and this person could do, when you come together. It's like making magic together. You got this cheetah owl together and you have this cheetah spotted beautiful egg. So I do think that maybe something needed time to incubate, to be worked out, to have a little, maybe warmth. Maybe somebody needed a little warm up, like a little warm up time before they're ready to just dive into something, or someone needed to pull back, pause, get their battery full. I feel like somebody may have been running on fumes before. But here you got this possibly very, very, very fast individual and somebody else who sort of acts a little more on spirit. You know, this is somebody who can balance something out in a different way, working together. So let's do this. Let's do a couple from the Divine Truth. What is this co-creation about? Now, this could be a lover. It could also be working with a really good friend. It could also be you co-creating with spirit, tapping into your higher self so that the things you're manifesting in your life feel golden. You know, creating new opportunities because you're tapping into spirit. You're following more of a destiny path. And it could also be somebody you actually work with at your job. What is a message or two to help the collective right now? Somebody's really nervous. Maybe they're nervous about this big return. Maybe somebody is also nervous that they have to leave a certain situation, or nervous about, I feel like somebody might be nervous because if they were blocked, they don't know what's happening on the other side of that mountain. But I feel like this is somebody nervous about coming back mostly. Somebody feels like you make them a little bit nervous, but they also are very excited by you. So it's not all bad nerves. You do a little something to somebody's energy. I am scared to approach you. I mean, you do have somebody that is hoping, you know, and in this energy of expecting or thinking about coming back. Maybe they feel nervous because, you know, they typically avoid things instead of addressing it. Maybe somebody is nervous about how you will react depending on how much time something has been blocked or someone has blocked you, or vice versa. Let's get another message on this nervous energy. Somebody had a warped perception. You know, somebody could only see here what they knew, what they went through, or somebody was being in the energy of, you know, a warped perception because of others around them. I feel like somebody here could see clearly, and maybe somebody was holding that weird, you know, glass of water. I see water and oil or something in front of them. It's like, no, it's like this. And it was like they were always looking through the funhouse mirror instead of the true reflection of either who they are, who you are together, or maybe even seeing you. Somebody was only able to see what they wanted to see, or what they were told to see. I am sorry for not seeing your worth. So somebody is seeing clearly how you are like this honey. No matter how many thousands of years honey is around, it doesn't expire. You know, it's such a special substance. And I don't know, I always think of the bees too. It's the whole ecosystem of the world. So that makes me think of Mother Nature, and that's giving me Empress energy. What is another message on perception and nervous? I mean, that would make someone nervous if they've never felt love or been in love like they are with you before. And that's also why somebody feels nervous in a good way, because it's not just weird anxiety energy, it's big old spiritual butterflies inside of them. Loved you yesterday, loved you still, and always will. So somebody recognizes how deeply in love with you they are. It is possible for people to have many loving partnerships, but never really be in love, especially if somebody only had the perception or examples of partnerships or relationships that weren't that like deep, divine, crazy, you know, kind of beautiful, all-rounded connection in their life. You know, they just kind of saw relationships that were cookie cutter sort of thing. And I feel like that is not you. And that is not you in the dynamic of somebody else. And maybe somebody kept avoiding that also. If you have that deep of a love, somebody may have blocked themselves off because that's a lot to lose. But I feel like somebody would rather be near you than let you slip through their fingers. What is another message, please and thank you? Somebody definitely needed to gain their spiritual wings. They needed to maybe get out of some cycle in their own life where they didn't have this possible freedom, where they were not able to co-create with differences of others, differences of opinions, where they had expectations all around them or within themselves of what they had to be instead of who they are supposed to become, embodying the spiritual energy. So somebody's diving on in now. That's good, because this might be somebody who really figures out they need to, I'm going to take that too. I stared at this. They need to get rid of people, places, things, ideas, energies of all types that were not cleansing them, that were clogging the drain, or, pulling, the water out and completely draining them all of the time. So this is somebody who's releasing negative thoughts. That could also be you, since you have this energy of possibility and hopefulness. You have to stay in that energy that if it's not this partnership, the right one will come in. So pay attention to your vibration as well. It doesn't just have to be one person having this spiritual detox. Be in a much better situation if you both come all scrubbed spiritually clean. People, major spiritual, I said something about an awakening before. An awakening, it's a cleanse, and it is a rebirth. And here you do have somebody who is in their head. That could get somebody nervous, or that could also be why somebody has a little anxiety. If somebody's overanalyzing, if you have an overthinker, someone's in scenario land or projection land. But this is somebody who is now grounded, now trying to think outside the box, come up with some plans, play the long game here, and they're putting together something for you. Somebody does want to come back. They just want to do it right. They want to do it different is what I hear. So it's putting together an offer for you that you're not going to refuse. Maybe somebody feels like you're going to reject them. Planning their next move. I feel like that next move is away from someone or something else, out of some kind of energy or pattern that needed to be broken and changed, and rose towards you. But when two people are involved, you don't know how the other person is going to react. So that being said, should we go to the tarot? Let's do it. I have the Thelema. Let's get some tarot movement, energies, insight on what's going on. Please and thank you. What is the foundational message to be helpful? It's that you have somebody that is planning on coming in and staying for the long haul. You have somebody who's thinking about the future, somebody who is trying to manifest the right things in his or her life. This is generally, it's Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, but somebody very grounded. They like to be realistic. They're not afraid of hard work. I always feel like there's something sensual about this king, because even if they're not normally like a touchy person, they're still kind of hands-on. So it could be that they're only like, I'm getting like a little lovey-dovey around really who they feel comfortable with. But when they dive on in, every moment feels like eternity. This is somebody who is planning for the future, maybe with you. They want to make something solid and grounded. I did see like the treasure at the end of the rainbow. So maybe this person is opening up the box on their plans, or trying to work on their stability right now so they have growth in the future, or growth with you as a partner. If this is about a partnership, this is somebody willing to put energy into you or the partnership every day to continually grow. This is not somebody who wants to just, have a short-lived experience. Upside down, this could have been someone who was stuck in ego, someone who is manifesting things, in the 3D world of, what they were told life is, what they were told a partnership is. Because upside down, this is somebody who cares about how they are seen by others from the outside. But if it's coming through upright, it's somebody who sees through the facade, somebody who wants to, I don't know, I feel like he wants to reveal something, like take off that green cape, show you about all of this beautiful golden energy that he's been building or thinking about or planning on with you. Let's get another message. Clarity on the King of Pentacles. Yeah, there's your leap of faith. Beautiful. So maybe the King of Pentacles is the one ready to, after this detoxing energy, spiritual burst-a-roo and wake-up call comes on in. Somebody's ready to step through that portal into a whole other dimension here. Look at that portal. Not even bringing any baggage with him or her. Just the walking stick. Just that support. You have this whole new universe of possibility here. But you gotta be new. If this is a new cycle, you gotta do it different. You have to unlearn what you thought you knew and relearn something a different way. For some of you, this could be you going out on your own into a brand new chapter where it's not that recycled old energy, where you are looking for brand new possibilities, where you are maybe making a big return on who you're supposed to be, your path of destiny. Wow, you have the Chariot at the bottom. And I just saw the time and I have to go. So beautiful. Chariot being said, this is victory. After this leap of faith, this is you on the road to victory with your spiritual wings, working with completely opposite energies. The yin yang, day and night, sun and moon. And your movement is working together. Maybe it has to start with you getting on that Chariot first, or you had to wait for somebody to gain the strength to get up there and take the reins back to know they're going in the right direction. Sometimes you got to go down the wrong road, to figure out that wasn't the right terrain. Sometimes you have to release energies. If these horses were trying to constantly go in different directions and pulling you not the road you want to go down, it's releasing those energies and finding the right ones that work with you, not against you. Here, it's knowing the right road, or recognizing you're going down the wrong path and continuing on it, or seeing the right road and not hitting the gas. Feeling that there is this possibility of the universe of possibilities that are trying to be manifested in your life or want to come in through these opportunities and these open doors, and not believing in yourself. For some of you, this is you believing in someone else, that they're going to come back around, that changes can be made, but it has to be a different way. I just heard a different way through. You also have somebody with this star in their third eye. So I do feel like somebody is tapping into spiritual energy here. So let's end this reading with a rock star. Yeah, I don't think any music came through. I'm not even sure. But I looked at that Faith and I just thought of George Michael, Faith. One more. Please space. And there is a song it's called Chariot. I can't think of who sings it. Divinity. Yeah, there's your divinity. Diving in to spirit. You know, discovering who you are supposed to become each step of the way. It's a constant process. Kate Bush, recognizing, she has that song Up the Hill, recognizing luminous heaven. Oh, that's so beautiful. There's all of this energy that just wants to blossom and bloom here. And at the bottom, I'll show it to you. You got Beck, who's amazeballs, so we'll bring him out too. Mix it up, do it different. If it wasn't working the other way, throw in a monkey wrench. Throw in that spiritual monkey wrench and see if that gets something a moving. But the focus always has to start in you. And when the focus is between you and someone else and you are together, you have to have good conversation. You have to be open. No, see the other person's perspective to make the adjustments needed. And with this, I bid you adieu. I love you so much. I hope this reading was helpful. Thank you so much for being here with me. I feel so blessed to be here every day with you. And thank you so much for subscribing to this channel. Welcome back. If you're a subscriber, welcome if you're here for the first time. And I look forward to seeing you again very soon.